How's it going, guys? aRenG Live here, and today we're discussing some potential leaks that are coming to Duel Links potentially really soon. Now, we got the new box that has been apparently leaked. It's called Warriors Unite, and it looks really spicy because it's given us some cards that I've personally been waiting for the longest time. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. We have a list of cards here at the bottom, as you guys can see. Right off the bat, you see that 6 boy. Oh, I'm so hyped about him, dude. Even though he's most likely going to be degenerate and break the game in some way, I really like 6Ms. I like Shi En, dude. He's one of my boys, dude. I have the deck IRL, and I played it for a really long time. It was really good. And also, we're finally getting some of our really good 6M support, but whatever. Let's start in chronological order. First one I'm seeing is called Scrap Twin Dragon. It looks like scraps are getting that support they also definitely needed because nobody was even playing scraps. So yeah, we finally got this thing, which is a level 9 synchro dragon. Apparently I thought it would be a machine, but no. Once per turn, you can select one card you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy the one you control, and return the 2 that your opponent controls to the hand. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, so not bad, and sent to the grave, select one non-synchro scrap monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Now, I think it would have been better if it just summons any scrap, so you can go into another like scrap synchro or something like that. That'd be pretty crazy if you can loop and get like 2 copies of Scrap Twin Dragon and just keep looping them. That would be insane, but no. But I do love the ability that you get to destroy one of your cards because scraps love to be destroyed, and then you bounce 2 of your opponent's cards. That's pluses for days, because when you destroy your guys, they get effects and you get pluses, and then your opponent just goes minus because you're bouncing cards back to their hand. This guy's 3,000. Shenanigans is sure to be annoying. So Scrap Twin Dragon, pretty cool, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna make scraps that much playable, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we got Roto Warrior. This guy, I don't really remember him being that great, but he's basically, he needs Road Synchron and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. So he needs Road Synchron and 2 non-tuners, 2 or more non-tuners at least. So I mean, there's that, and his effect does say once per turn you can special summon one level 2 or lower warrior type warrior or machine type monster from the deck. I mean, that's cool. Summoning from the deck is nice, but unless we have a really broken level 2 or like warrior or machine that is like somehow gonna bust up the meta, or like summoning it, getting its effect, and it breaks the game. If that was something we can do, then this guy would be really good, but otherwise I don't see the real point into going into him, because it looks like you need to use 3 monsters to go into him. You need to run Road Synchron. This is just a level modulator. That's pretty much that, but whatever. So we gotta keep things going. Road Warrior, I don't know, it's alright, I guess. Maybe somebody will find a way to make it busted. Next up, we got Mobius the Frost Monarch. This guy looks, finally, dude, it took you long enough. Now we're just missing, what, Caius and maybe some other stuff. Mega Monarchs, obviously. But yeah, Mobius is finally in the game. This guy is pretty good, actually. He's one of the really good Monarchs, because when you tribute summon this bad boy, you can target up to 2 back row cards on the field and destroy those targets. And I love that it says up to 2. Maybe finally we're gonna see Monarchs doing some stuff, because they've always kind of been really rogue and just kind of meh. But whatever. Next up, we got my boy, legendary 6 Samurai Shi En. Oh my goodness, how I love this card. And it's not just Shi En that I love, it's the deck. I really love like 6 Sams. They're so much fun. But hey, I played in the TCG when Gateway was unbanned, so yeah, there's a lot of exploit there. This deck could be potentially really strong. I mean, there are less zones in Duel Links, so probably not going to be as crazy as the TCG, because you can't have like 5 monsters on the field. But here, if we do get 6 Samurai Shi En out, who, by the way, he's a level 5 synchro, and he's super easy to get out in 6 Sams. But yeah, he needs a warrior tuner and a non-tuner 6 Samurai monster. You might be even able to use this guy with Junk Synchron, potentially. But whatever. So once you do get this guy out, he basically says once per turn during either your turn, your opponent's turn, whatever. When your opponent activates a spell or trap, you're basically able to say no, negate. It's just once per turn. You're like, nope, negate. And so I think that's like a whiz for hire. I think it was able to do that. So it's gonna be like that, a 2500 beater that can do that. That's pretty cheeky. Also the effect to protect himself if he's gonna be destroyed by taking another 6 samurai out. So that's pretty cheeky as well. Usually in 6 Sams, the first turn play is just go 6 samurai Shi En and pass, and then it's just like, all right, good luck trying to get over me. I'm gonna negate whatever you try to do. So I'm actually kind of hyped to do that, but also we needed some of that 6 Sam support. But whatever. Next up, we got the quick draw Synchron. Another boy I was waiting for quite a while. You can summon it in the same way as a Tricky. You usually send away like Quillboat or something, and then you have Shenanigans. It's a level 5 tuner, so it can potentially make some really high level synchros and whatnot. So quick draw Synchron, really cool card. If you guys don't know what it does, it's basically you can special summon this card from your hand by sending one monster from your hand to the grave. For the synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any Synchron tuner monster, which is pretty cool. That means you don't have to necessarily focus on the other kind of bad ones. So this guy can be any Synchron, which is pretty cool. And then it cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a monster that lists Synchron. So there you go. So if you want to play that Synchron deck, which is with Road Warrior, with all these guys over here, Nitro, I think, all of them. Yeah, you can pretty much just use this guy in there. That's pretty good. Next up, we got Mah Boi Legendary 6 Samurai Kizan. I've been talking about this guy forever, for literally like almost a year probably. I've been saying, hey man, 6 Sams are okay in Duel Links, but they're not good until we get our boy Kizan. Kizan is finally here, and this one is, if you guys don't know why I kept hyping this boy up, is basically if you control a 6 samurai monster with a different name, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's just normal summon, special summon, have 2 monsters on the field, synchro, easy. It's so easy. While you control 2 or more other 6 samurai monsters, this card gains 300 attack and defense, and that's not really necessary. Basically, once your field is full, if you have 3 6 Sams, he just gains stats, which is okay if you want to run him as a beater, but you're mainly going to use him for that special summon because Kizan, easy level 4, oh, it's so good. It is so good, especially in 6 Sams that love to lock up their effects unless you have another 6 Sam on the field. Kizan's always your boy in those situations. So, oh, Kizan, I love you. But whatever, moving on. We got cards like Herald of the Abyss. This card is basically you pay 1500 life points, declare 1 monster type and 1 attribute, and your opponent must send that monster away with that matches the declared type and attribute to the grave. So it sends, so it doesn't destroy, it doesn't banish or whatever. Sending is really strong in Yu-Gi-Oh in general, because it's basically the word of God, basically saying this thing is no longer on the field, and it goes away. And it's pretty hard to negate in most situations. Also, a lot of monsters miss timing. The only situation where it can kind of backfire is if your opponent has 2 monsters that are the same type and attribute, and then you're just like, all right, call the type and attribute. They're like, okay, I'll send away the little one then. But I think this card could be pretty interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I think also they can't use their effect from the grave, so in case they have a grave effect, it's like, nah, you get no effect from the grave as well. So that's pretty good. So it could technically shut down even Sangan and whatnot, so if you don't want them getting searches. But that's just here or there. I don't know. That's up to you guys how you want to use this card. But Herald of the Abyss, pretty good for getting over a big monster. Now we got Scrap Factory, the field spell for scraps. It says all scrap monsters gain 200 attack and defense. When a face-up scrap monster on the field is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the grave, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 scrap monster from your deck. That's insane. You can only use the effect of Scrap Factory once per turn. So obviously this card's gonna be really good. Once your cards are destroyed, which you destroy them all the time with your own effects, you can basically get free special summons from the deck, which lets you go for your synchro plays and whatnot if you want to modulate your field. So that's pretty good. Also thins out the deck. It's a really good card. Scrap Factory just looks awesome. And then the last UR, we got Shuffle Reborn over here. This card gives me like Living Fossil vibes. If you control no monsters, target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects is negated. Alright, also banish it during the end phase. So this is really good if you want to like pull off a synchro or something. You get the synchro material out for free, or at least the first one out, because you have to have no monsters on the field. So you get it out early, go for all your special summons and whatever synchro or whatever, and then synchro it up, and then GG. But then it also has some other effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and then target 1 card you control, shuffle it into the deck. Okay, that's not very good. But then you draw a card. Also, during the end phase of this turn, banish one card from your hand, and you can only use the effect of Shuffle Reroll once per turn. Now, why do I think this has synergy with Living Fossil? Why? Because of Giant Rex. I think Giant Rex, both of them end up banishing him for the most part, and this could be really, really good in that situation. You basically bring back your Giant Rex or whatever. If you're running Giant Rex in your deck, if you have Giant Rex in your hand, you can banish it and you get a free special summon. So it kind of pays for itself in certain ways, but you get a free draw, you get a banish, you have to put stuff back, but in the end, I think you end up losing more cards than you're gaining. So I don't know, man, because putting one card back into the deck seems pretty questionable, unless, I don't know, unless it's something really, really, really good that you want back in the deck for whatever reason. I don't know, like a face-up powerful rebirth or something. I don't know. Now let's go over the SRs. We got Nitro Warrior over here. I mean, Nitro Synchron, another one of those like kind of meh cards that you need to run, which in Duel Links, its deck spots are already limited. It looks like you're probably just going to be running your boy Quick Draw Synchron. But yeah, so Nitro Warrior is here. You need Nitro and one or more non-tuners. So GG. It's pretty easy to make. So it's a level 7, so this guy in a 2, it's guaranteed to make a Nitro Warrior, which is your Cobalt. The Cobalt is going to be awesome in the game. But yeah, so Nitro Warrior, what is its effect, by the way? Once during each of your turns, if you activated a spell card, this card gains 1,000 attack during the next attack this turn involving this card. During damage calculation only, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, after damage calc, you can target one face-up defense position monster your opponent controls, change the target to attack position, and then this card can make a second attack in a row on that monster. I mean, that's pretty okay. Seems a bit like situational and kind of weird, but in its own deck, sure, it could be a pretty good boss monster. I'll probably make a deck for it. I don't know, man. But whatever. I mean, Nitro Warrior looks okay. We got all the warrior cards, all these like Yusei cards that look interesting. But whatever. Moving on, we got Parry Knights. I really like this guy. Not even gonna lie. He's a level 6, 2300 beater. His effect is what shines. Basically saying when you take battle damage for an opponent's attacking monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon one monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to the damage you took. So take 2,000 damage or something, you special summon this guy, and then bam, summon like an 1800 beater, 1900 beater or something. So that could be pretty crazy. Parry Knights looks pretty insane. Maybe in some kind of deck that you want to like swarm the field, special summon or something. But it does say that you have to. It's when you take battle damage from an opponent's attacking monster. So even battle damage over your monster on the field, if you take like 100 damage, you can still get this guy out for free, which is still pretty good. So I think Parry Knights is going to be pretty interesting. I definitely want to mess around with him. Also, that art, by the way. But whatever, next up, you got Stardust Charge Warrior. I think this is one of the ones that Yusei already uses. I'm not sure. I confuse this guy with the other guy, that other level 6 or 5 or whatever. But yeah, this one says when this card is synchro summoned, you can draw one card. Pretty good right there. You can only use the effect of Stardust Charge once per turn. This card can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each. It's only got 2,000 attack though, so you gotta be careful. But it is a level 6 wind. I mean, you only need a 1 tuner, 1 more non-tuners. It's very easy to get out, but I think the main thing is you're gonna make this guy and then get that free draw. That seems like probably the way you want to run this guy. You go into him if you want to like draw cards from your deck. He just gives me vibes of trying to go into Quasar, but whatever. So there you go, that's that guy. Next up, we got Red Sparrow Summoner. We're getting all the Summoner cards eventually. Red Sparrow Summoner is probably one of the best ones because it says when this card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster and sent to your grave, you can special summon one warrior monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in attack position, which is pretty nice. I mean, she's 1600 beater. I swear, all these are JoJo characters. They all have stands, I swear. I mean, if you want to play it with 6 Sams, go ahead. There you go. That's pretty interesting as well. So I think that's what the intention of why they're throwing her in. You get her destroyed, and then you go for your one of your 6 Sam tuners or something, and then you go off for your next turn. And I think that's that. But if you're playing the deck correctly, you probably don't even need her. But whatever. Next up, we got Scrap Beast. Beast tuner over here, level 4. If this face-up defense position card is targeted for an attack at the end of the battle phase, that sounds very, very difficult to do because that means he doesn't protect himself in any way. I think it's just if he's targeted for attack, if you stop the attack in some way, then you can destroy this card. And if this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card, not by battle, if he's destroyed by battle, you get no effects. So I don't like Scrap Beast in that situation, but I bet he's going to be really, really good in the deck because he's a level 4 tuner. Recovers card advantage, I guess. Next up, Cobalt Hedgehog is going to be really, really amazing. It's just a really good card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. But you must control a tuner monster to activate and resolve this effect. So instantly, you just send this guy away with Quick Draw or Tricky. you basically use the effect of Junk Synchron. You can get this guy out with his effect, and then if you get another tuner out, you can just summon this guy for free. You get multiple uses, but mainly everybody abuses this guy with Junk. When you summon your Junk, you get him out for free with Junk's effect. You sync for 5, and then eventually when you get another tuner out, you get this guy again, and then bam, you get even more. You just keep going up the ladder of Synchro plays. But yeah, Quillbolt is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be really good for the Synchro decks. So there's that. Next up, we got Burial from a Different Dimension. A really cool card that I actually really like. It's just a quick play. It says target 3 of your banished monsters return to the grave. Pretty good. I just like it. But it does say banished monsters, so if a card is banished face down, it's not a monster. Banished face down, so it does not work on that card, unfortunately. Concentrating Current. Target 1 face-up monster you control. It gains attack equal to its current defense. Okay, it's a quick play too, looking pretty good. Until the end of this turn, other monsters you control cannot attack. So you basically damage or battle, damage step, activate this card. I think it's damage step because it just modulates attack and defense or whatever. So and then you just add up all the stats on one of your monsters, and it's just any monster too. It's actually gonna be a pretty interesting card. So looking pretty good. I kind of like this card. And then we got 6 Samurai United, one of the kind of staples in 6 Sams, or the good 6 Sams, because it's just a draw card. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summoned, which you can do on your first turn, easy. Normal summon, special summon Kizan, get 2 counters on this. Send this card away, draw 2 cards, because you draw a card for each counter on it when you send it away. So you can throw it away with 1 counter to draw 1. You can throw it away with 2 counters to draw 2. So that's pretty good. I don't know. I just really like this card. It's just amazing. So it's really good draw power for 6 Sams. Next up, we got Necro Fusion. Another card that I actually really like, just because I like playing around with different decks. It says fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it. So you can't use fusion substitutes. It has to be the actual materials from your graveyard face down. But the fact is, you can summon it from the you banish things from the grave to summon it. It's so good. But it cannot attack this turn. It doesn't matter. You're gonna use it on your opponent's turn. So you're gonna summon your monster on your opponent's turn right before they attack you or something. You get your big boy out, and it's just like, good luck. Good luck getting over me now. It's gonna be a really cool card. And then last up for the SRs, we got 6 Style Dual Wield. So this one says, if the only monster you control is 1 6 Samurai monster in face-up attack position, target 2 cards your opponent controls, return those targets to the hand. That's just gonna be busted. That's gonna be real strong, because you basically use this when you have 1 6 Sam, and then return stuff from their field to the hand, and then you get just swarm the field and then just go off on them, dude. It's gonna be pretty insane. But 6 Samurais are just gonna be so good. There's a lot of other cards that are that are potentially gonna be in the box. Things that I think are gonna be really good. Obviously the 6 Sams, like Inishi over here, banish cards from the grave to basically bounce cards back to the hand. That's really good. We got desk bots that are gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know if we have all the desk bots in the game yet though, so there's that, because we're just getting them. We have all the 6 Sam cards. Elder 6 Samurai is gonna be really good. Legendary 6 Samurai Kageki is really good. Asceticism is amazing. We even have Secret 6 Sam Fuma, who I've never used before, but he looks interesting as well. We even have where is he? Where is my boy over here, dude? Kagemusha over here in the normals. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a lot of really good support. Let me know what you guys are hyped for. I don't want to go over every single card, but there's definitely gonna be something here implying we get all these cards. There could be a chance that we do not get some of these cards because, you know, it's leaks. There could be a chance that some of these rarities change or something along those lines. Maybe an SR becomes a UR. They switch out an SR and a UR the last minute. Maybe they'll make Quillbolt Hedgehog a UR or something. I don't know. But whatever. That's pretty much it for today. Just let me know what you guys are hyped for, what you guys are looking for. I know I didn't cover everything, like Super Ancient Dino Beast and stuff like that. Mixeroid looks pretty good too. There's so many really good cards. Dude, you know how I'm a fan of Jirox? Jirox is gonna be pretty good too. I'm really hyped about them getting Dino or Dino. So dude, there's so many interesting cards in this set. It looks like a lot of fun. Obviously, best card in the box, Monster Egg. Guys, subscribe for Monster Egg decks. But whatever, that's pretty much it for today, guys. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dueling shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and